welcome to today's video. I'll be going through with you guys my favorite products from the month of February ranking style. I have a couple of slightly disappointing products as well, but all in all I found some really good products this month. So if you're interested in hearing my favorites and fails ranking style for the month of February, we're getting into it right now. The first item I have is actually a bit of a disappointment. This is from e.l.f. and this is their bite-size eyeshadow quad in Orange Dreamsicle. When I saw this online, this is one of their newer shades from their bite-size eyeshadow line. I was really intrigued. I like orangey tones. Orange Dreamsicle sounded something perfect for the spring. However, when I got it, it looked slightly different than online. I don't see a whole lot of tone variation. It truly lacked a depth, and let me swatch a couple of these shades for you guys so you know what I mean. I just don't feel like the pigment is there. I've been really impressed with the other bite-size eyeshadow palettes that I've tried, but this one is just very underwhelming. There are the swatches, and this shade right here I did use as a lid shade. It is quite powdery, to be honest, but it does create a lovely kind of lid topper shade, or if I use this as underneath and then added this on top, kind of lid shade that I do like. However, this one is kind of an inner corner highlight but didn't show up much on my eyelids, and this one maybe a transition shade, but it's so light that I couldn't make it work that well. I barely noticed it when I applied. So this is a bit of a disappointment for the month of February. It might be just my personal preference, but I have pretty pale skin, and if this doesn't show up on me, I'm not sure how it would work for other skin tones. The second bit of a disappointing product is from Bobbi Brown, and I got this in one of my Ipsy bags and I was so excited to try it. I like Bobbi Brown as a brand. I think they have excellent products. I've heard good things about their under eye corrector. However, this Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara is just your average mascara and nothing more. It separates the lashes, it adds a little bit of color, but I didn't notice any volume. The way I used it is to first do a volumizing mascara and then use this to separate the lashes, because for that the bristles are just fine. And even if you have really good lashes, this might separate them and add a little bit of color, but other than that, I just don't see a whole lot of point in using this one when I have better mascaras from the drugstore that I enjoy more. But yeah, this was a bit of a disappointing product. It's not a bad product, I just expected way more considering the price point. And the last bit of a disappointing product is from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is a mini of their Hollywood Flawless filter for a superstar youth glow, and this is in the shade Tooth Fair. Now I swatched it for you guys a little bit there. Honestly, I just don't know if it gives me the glow that I need. I blended it in and I don't know if you can even see it. The thing with this is, I suppose I fell into the hype for this. People were talking so highly of it, so I was expecting a lot more, but honestly I didn't notice much of a difference. Maybe if I tapped it on my nose I could see like a slight, ever so slight sheen, but this peeled up underneath my foundation. I feel like this is the cause of that. Maybe it's because I use so many moisturizers and that's why this didn't work with those. Maybe if you have more oilier skin, maybe this would work, but all in all it was pretty underwhelming. I am so glad I didn't buy the full size, because this one just to me isn't worth it. Again, not a bad product, but I expected more for the price point. So the next products are all good ones, things that I really enjoyed, and some of these I had really trouble ranking. However, I do have to rank them somehow since I do these ranking style videos. So the next one is from Touch In Sol, and this is their Pretty Filter Waterful Glow Cream, and this one is a product that I saw Tati talk about in her video. She wasn't the biggest fan, but when she mentioned it I was like, don't I have this in my collection? I'm gonna get it out. She was saying that it is a little bit of a tacky formula, and I will say that's true. It's not like the sink in your skin and you won't notice kind of cream, but that's the kind of cream that I prefer. I have a really dry skin and I do need a lot of moisture on my skin, so For me, actually, this felt really nice. I have a little bit of it there. So it is a gel formula, and I did notice that it does sink into the skin okay for me, but it does have this light tackiness that it's not for everyone. However, for me personally, I do like that underneath the makeup. I don't mind it at all. It didn't accentuate any like dry spots or anything on my skin. I feel like it added just a nice set of hydration and glow. I especially like this on those days that I'm not wearing foundation. It adds that extra layer of moisture, plus I can put concealer on top of it just fine. So I've been really impressed with this Waterful Glow Cream. I think it just might be our skin type differences between Tati and I. I think she has oilier skin. I have pretty dry skin, and for me, I really did enjoy this one. Like I mentioned, the rest of the products were really hard to rank, including that glow cream. The next one I have is from Cocokind, and this is their Ceramide Barrier Cream, and this is a nourishing daily serum for skin barrier support. Now, I am a Cocokind ambassador, and many of these products that I mentioned today I have received as PR samples. However, I'm under no obligation of posting about them on YouTube. My opinions are always honest and my own, so if I have received some of these products, that has no bearing on my opinion. It's just that I, as an Instagram influencer, do get sent products. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm not sponsored to show any products on YouTube, so all of these opinions are my own and honest. So anyways, this is just one of those products that are sent to me. Absolutely love this Ceramide Barrier Serum, and this is one of those products that I could have ranked higher. It's just a good all-around daily serum. If you have any irritation on your skin, I think you would really like this one. I love that Cocokind is a conscious brand. They try to remove waste, but they also make super affordable quality products, and I feel like I could have added several Cocokind's products to this video, but for the month of February, I truly especially enjoyed the Ceramide Barrier Serum, just because I have very sensitive skin, and this one calms it down while offering that nourishment. So highly recommend giving Cocokind a try if you have not yet. They are available, I believe, at least at Target, and make such good products. I am so happy that I got to be their ambassador. So now we reach halfway point in my February favorites and fails. At number 5, I have another one of e.l.f.'s Bite Size Eyeshadow Quads. This one is in I Love You a Latte, and this is a fully matte palette, which I think is really refreshing because all the other palettes that I have in this Bite Size line are about half shimmer, half matte, but this is a fully matte palette, and I swatched it for you guys here. This is such a good basic palette. You can use this in a combination with any of these other bite-sized eyeshadow quads. Like, for example, I used these two and then I created my lid shade with these two, and it did work. However, as a whole, this was a bit of a disappointment, whereas this is a solid matte palette, super affordable. Get a great kind of evening out lid shade, a crease color, another cooler tone crease color, and the last one is perfect for your outer corner. So all around, I do think this is a great little matte palette. These two shades a little bit close to each other, even though this one's clearly cooler and this is a warmer tone. I wish there was a little bit more difference between those two, but other than that, I think this is a really good palette and definitely deserves its spot as number 5 in my February favorites and fails. The next item is another one of those products that was sent to me for review purposes, but I'm under no obligation of talking about them on YouTube. This is from Armani Beauty, and this is their Luminous Silk Concealer. I have it in the shade 2, and oh my gosh, this packaging is beautiful, but I didn't really expect to love this as much as I do. I swatched a little bit of it. The fair shade is a little bit light for me, but I can make it work. However, the coverage is so stunning. Let me actually blend it a little bit. It covers so well, yet it's not heavy. It's lightweight. It doesn't sink into any fine lines that easily, and it stays put. Honestly, this is a really good concealer. I realize Armani Beauty is a bit on the pricier side, so that's why it's at number 4. But it could have been higher if the price wasn't so high, because I simply adore this concealer. great product from Armani Beauty. It makes me want to try more of their products because this is probably the only one I've tried from them. At number 3, I have a product I received in an Ipsy bag a while back, and I just rediscovered it in my collection. This is from Purlisse, and this is their Blue Lotus Daily Moisturizer with SPF 30 sunscreen. Protects and moisturizes, absorbs easily, no white tint, prep skin for makeup. This is an all-around amazing sunscreen slash primer. I have it there, and I'll blend it in so you guys can see there is no white cast whatsoever. There we go, quick blend, and it's perfect for my drier skin. I feel like it adds a ton of moisture. I've been really impressed with how it preps my skin for makeup. I can apply makeup on top of this just fine, but the best part about it, it does actually deposit that moisture. It doesn't just say it does, like a bunch of sunscreens I've used really are just sunscreens. This is really a sunscreen and a moisturizer combo, which I need for my drier skin. So if you have normal to dry skin, I think you would really like this one. If you have oilier skin, this might be just too moisturizing for you, but for me, I've been so impressed. Definitely deserves its spot as number 3 in my February favorites and fails. Number 2, I have another product that I got in my Ipsy bag, and this is from Ariza. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Beauty, a Royalty Shimmer Eyeshadow Quad. And this is actually in a really cheapy packaging. However, what's inside is what matters, and these shades are stunning. Absolutely beautiful palette. I swatched these for you guys here. These are just one quick swipe, and that pigmentation is amazing. They blend like a dream. I've been using this quad alone, creating eye looks, and I created this absolutely beautiful mauve tone smoky eye with this palette. I am so impressed with that formula. Honestly, sometimes I just kind of overlook these kind of cheapy packaged quads that I get in my Ipsy bags. I admit, I think they're beautiful, but then I forget to use them. So when I saw this one, I'm like, I'm gonna pull this out again and try it out. Absolutely loved it. I've been using it so much for the month of February. Now that I think of it, I probably will need to pull this out again in the fall because these are more of my fall tones, but so beautiful. So many work appropriate looks, so many evening appropriate looks that I could create with this. I could easily take this with me when I go on a trip next time. Just so impressed by the formula. Packaging is horrendous, a cheapy plastic packaging, but it does stay shut, so I think it's good for travel as well. But so impressed. I'll have to see if I have anything else from this brand, because I feel like I've gotten another quad at some point that I probably also looked at cheapy packaging. I'll use it later and then I forgot about it because the formula is just amazing. Definitely worth a try if you have not tried Ariza Beauty. At number 1, I have a product that I received for review purposes, and I wasn't too sure about it because this is a high-end mascara, and typically I feel like a lot of drugstore mascaras are equal or surpass the higher end mascaras. However, this one is really, really good. This is from Milk Makeup, and this is their Rise Mascara. Absolutely love this one. I've been using it over all the other mascaras that I currently have open. Lift, length, and volume, it says, and honestly, it's all true. It is such a good mascara. Let me show you the applicator. Absolutely an amazing one. It's got that curved one, so if you do want that kind of a lift, you can use that. This is a little bit of a wet formula, but I actually do like it. It doesn't smudge. It stays on so well. This is so beautiful. I have been so impressed with the volume and the length that this gives me, and it does give you a little bit of a lift as well. I have to say this is one of the best mascaras I've tried in a long time, and that's saying a lot because I do think that I just talked about a really good mascara last month as well. So maybe I'm just on a mascara roll here, but an amazing mascara, definitely worth checking out. If you're into this like dramatic lashes, this one will give you those. Amazing mascara. So glad I got to try this one. So these were my favorites and fails for the month of February. I don't think there was really bad products here. It's just a couple of disappointments, especially for the price point. These two, if they were for example, you know, a drugstore price, I wouldn't be so harsh on them, I feel like, because I wouldn't expect as much for the price. But however, the price point they are at, they don't seem worth it. That's why they're in the disappointment category. Another disappointment that was mostly because the other bite-sized eyeshadows are so much better than this, and this just didn't give me any sort of color payoff. Even though it's affordable, it doesn't give me enough to justify even that affordable price. Then I have really good products like this glow cream. It's called glow cream, but I would say it's more of a glow gel, but really good product. A staple product from Cocokind Ceramide Barrier Serum. Really a good concealer find. Absolutely loved it. New favorite mascara from Milk Makeup. Great all-around matte palette from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Really good sunscreen for more like normal to dry or dry skin. Absolutely amazing sunscreen moisturizer combo. Beautiful quad from Ariza Beauty. Absolutely did not expect to love this quad as much as I did. I mean, look at those shades. They are just so stunning. But all around, I think February brought me a lot of good products to try. I mean, none of these products are huge disappointments. I just would have preferred not to spend my money on a couple of them. But February was all around a pretty good month. Some really excellent discoveries slash rediscoveries. I'm happy with everything I tried. Even if they were a little bit disappointing, I'm so glad I got to try them anyways. But these were my favorites and fails for the month of February. Are there any products here that you tried, that you loved or disliked? Let us know in the comment section. Also, let us know your February favorites and fails. I'm always looking for new products to try, and if you have any recommendations, I'd love to hear them. But thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I hope you subscribe, and if you like these kind of videos and want to see more of their kind, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.